Say no, man. Yo, Leon, should I stop my thing? Rolf, you wanna jump in? Where's that guy? I say 9. So, you know the previous video I made about the differences between Pakistan and India? I say 9.
Content over everything!
So, you know, previously I made a video about the differences between Pakistan and India. There's some things that I would like to clarify because there were some misconceptions under the comments. I read like most of the comments, and people were saying that in 1947 many Pakistanis many people in the land of Pakistan went to India and the people of India went to Pakistan. However, this is like a very flawed analysis due to the fact that only like, let's say, there's like at that time, modern day Pakistan, there was 30 million people, right? And let's say approximately 1 million of them or 2 million of them went to India, and then Indians, approximately 1 to 2, 3 million came to here. So that's why I can use the argument that we are different people, because in my previous video I did explain that we have 6 different ethnicities, major ethnicities in our country, and in India we have ethnicities as well, but they're totally opposite. Pashtun comparing all the way to like a, let's say, a Punjabi is very different, and I believe the Punjabis in India and Punjabis in Pakistan are different, because you know I believe the Punjabi population, they have intermingled with the Indian population who are Dravidian, and then the Punjabi population in Pakistan have intermingled with the other ethnicities such as the Pashtuns and Balochis, Hazaras, all those types of stuff. So this is the reason why I'm mentioning like we have different ethnicities, and plus the migration was very few. So we can, you know, the haplogroups that I mentioned, many people have not like reading my sources. The sources I gave is the genomic formation of Central and South Asia. I recommend everyone to look at the study, which will indicate and explain every single haplogroup and the differences. Like 4 out of 5 haplogroups in Pakistan are also found in Western and Central Asia. But in India we don't find them. And appearance-wise as well, if you look appearance-wise, we don't see many Indians and Pakistanis looking the same. Of course from the south maybe, the dark skin ones. However, they're quite different. And someone was telling me to talk about racism as well. One of our brothers recommended me to talk about racism in the subcontinent. I do agree, there is racism there, but you know, as Muslims we believe in Islam, we don't have the caste system like what the Hinduism does. Caste system is embedded in Hinduism, unfortunately. Always an invented thing, I'm not 100% sure, but I know Hinduism and the caste system is very prevalent. And many people say racism started from Hinduism. I'm not 100% sure about this, so I'm not going to make a claim that it is, but I know there's many, in India there was a very caste system for a very long time. And unfortunately, because of this caste system, the Dravidians were looked down upon, which is not a good thing. Just because of the skin colour, they were looked down upon and they were considered inferior. This is messed up, you shouldn't be doing this. And even some ethnicities can't marry other ethnicities. And to be honest, this thing is in Pakistan, but not to a certain degree. It is, but not compared to India. So let's say we have Rajas, they wouldn't marry a Chaudhary. A Chaudhary wouldn't marry a Pashtun. To be honest, Pashtuns, my mom family Pashtun, I know how the family is. The Pashtuns would not marry anyone except outside the race or country. Ethnicity, sorry. And it's not a good thing, man. Islam, we shouldn't have this. We should marry whoever we want to.
Does it make you look foolish?
Brother, can you move back, please? I'm trying to talk. I beg you, move him away, please. Move away, man. Well, make it a video. Alright, anyways, like I was saying, I'm so sorry. I apologize. This guy is crazy. He comes every week, he shouts nonsense. What the hell's wrong with this guy, bro? Anyways, like I was saying, you know the British Empire, they came to our country, they looted so much things, and then afterwards, sorry? Safe, So the British Empire, they united India, modern day India and Pakistan into one geographical entity, okay? Understand this, Look, I need to make it very clear, I need to make this very clear. The concept of countries did not exist before the 16th century. It was only empires. So you know the main point that I would say most likely would be that our land was conquered by different empires, okay? And the land of modern day India was conquered by different empires. Our land is called Indus. Anything east to the river Indus is called Bharat or Al-Hind or Al-Sindh. Like the Arabs, the way they used to distinguish it is half Al-Sindh and Al-Hind. And I never claimed that. There's many people saying that I claim Arab descent and I'm Arab wanting me. Bro, I've never claimed I'm Arab, any Arab blood at all. I've never ever made that claim. Never have and I never will. But I do agree there are people that are Sayyids, Sayyids. Who are the Sayyids? They're the people that migrated from Medina or Saudi, and they went to Pakistan. That's fine, yeah, they say it. And there's some people that have been migrated from Iran to, that's fine, that's normal, but not all of us claim Arab ancestry. There are people that have, and they have done DNA ancestry tests, and they have been shown to be Arab. But me, I am not. I am a Pashtun. My dad's Kashmiri, my mom's Pashtun, so that's my ethnicity. And many people make a claim that Sanskrit is the language of Indians, but there's been a theory which has debunked that Sanskrit and the religion Hinduism is not native to India. They believe that the Aryans that migrated to India, they have given them Sanskrit. They have given them the language of Hinduism. The religion of Hinduism, which of course it's been like cited in many sources, and there's many Indians that have debunked this myth as well, which I don't believe they have actually debunked it. But like I want to be open-minded. I don't want to be biased, right? I don't want to be a biased Pakistani. I want to have I'll be open-minded and see both of them. But there's been theories that Sanskrit is not native to India and it's been brought in by the Aryans. So that's another point. Other things that I would like to say is, Al-Sind and Al-Hind. When Muhammad bin Qasim came, he didn't come to Hind, he came to Sind. So it shows that both languages are distinguished. So and in Bharat in India, let me tell you something. People make a claim that Kabul, all the way from Bharat, comes from all the way from Sri Lanka to all the way to Kabul. That is not true. Bharat was only anything east of the river Indus. That's why it's known as well. Even Hindustan. My land was never part of Hindustan. We don't want to be associated with India, or we don't want to be associated with your history. It's separate, man. There's two different civilizations. One in the east is the Gangetic civilization, and the Indus Valley. The people of Indus Valley, okay, cool. So I saw some videos there. Some people came in Speaker's Corner and they were talking about the area migration theories, blah blah blah, and then they were making some next up assertions there. So what happened was the people who made the Indus Valley civilization, the people that inhabited and formalized the Indus Valley civilization were a people who were Iranian agriculturists. They migrated to the Indus, which is modern day Pakistan, and they're mixing with the local population. And that mixture of that local population, they formed the Indus Valley civilization. So the Indus Valley civilization was not inhabited by Dravidians. And then afterwards, there's many theories of what happened to Indus Valley civilization. We're not sure of what happened, but we know that they moved south. And when those people moved south, the Aryans came in. But that's just a theory as well. But the Harvard study has proven from archaeological evidence and DNA evidence that the people of the Indus Valley were a mixture of Iranians and the native people of that land, the indigenous people of that land. They were called North Ancestral Indians, or North Ancestral people. So another thing I would like to say is about Speaker's Corner overall, like there are many people that have mental illnesses and they come to Speaker's Corner. I don't know why they come here. Like they think they will relieve the stress or make a feel better, but it's not true. Like the people that come here have mental illnesses, they're actually the people doing da'wah, they're disrupting the da'wah. It's just not a good thing to do. Like if you know you have no knowledge and you cannot defend Islam and you're not making any positive contribution to the path, I recommend you not to come. Like even me, like I'm 19 years old. I don't have the most knowledge, but the stuff that I speak about on camera, I research it with knowledge and depth. So like I don't want to make any mistakes, and if I make any mistakes, I'm open to corrections. Anyone can come and challenge me to any corrections, but I don't really mind. So that's one thing I'd like to say. Like if you have any like mental illnesses or like you're not ready for the park, or if you're very aggressive and like you're gonna fight, just don't come to the park because it's gonna disrupt the dawah. Like back in the day, Speaker's Corner was amazing. Like we had all these intellectuals coming, discussing and having a lot of debates. But nowadays, what we can see is people are coming here just for fun. Like I've been going around today and I've seen people fighting and just jumping around, talking nonsense and not really having any good discussions. And I was getting tired of it. I was frustrated. I was looking for like an intellectual discussion, but the only discussion I could find was the good discussions I could find were like certain individuals. The other was people shouting. And as you can see, like 5 minutes ago, there was like some brother behind me. He was making a lot of noise. So I'm confused and I don't know what's going on. So I recommend like a lot of people that have a lot of knowledge on certain topics, like even in Islam. As a Muslim myself, I would encourage my other Muslim brothers who are knowledge in the topic of Islam to come and teach about Islam. Like me, I'm not a dawah person. I do have my fair share of knowledge, but I would never claim I'm a dawah person. Like I've debated people off camera just to like share my knowledge and refute any like negative claims. Okay. But yeah, to be honest, I think I'm done here. So hopefully you can check my sources, the geodynamic formation of South and Central Asia, and also the American Journal of Human Genetics, which compare the two, the genes. And by the way, remember, I'm not saying this because I think I'm better than the Indians. I'm only saying this to clarify my position and to show that we don't want to be associated with Indians. We are our own people, we have our own blood and our own ancestors, our own history. So hopefully you can talk about it, and hopefully the matter of racism in the subcontinent will also decrease. Like we need to, like us, the new generation, we need to talk about the racism that's going on. Like, you know, the racism in the subcontinent. We have to like abolish this racism because I know it's been there for a long time. It stemmed in Hinduism, and now it's coming into our lands as Muslims. Like in the Hadith, it's clearly well known what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said, that an Arab is not superior than non-Arab, non-Arab is not superior than Arab. I'm sure everyone's heard this Hadith, so we should be very, you know, put this Hadith into action and not practice any racism, no matter if they're dark or white or light skin or whatever, or even their ethnicity or caste. It shouldn't matter. Like we should do what we want. We're all equal at the end of the day. You get me? So, you know. Yeah, I think I'm done here, so big up COE and thanks for giving me the platform. Yeah.
Hello. How are you? Content over everything. From your belly.
Come, man, say it straight. Man, don't listen to BBC. Man, don't listen to ITV.
Alright.
Listen.
Where's the Brendan, right? Where's Rob? I'm rounding up. Sorry?
I don't listen to BBC. I don't listen to ITV. I don't even listen to Sky.
Alright. So, yeah, so what we're doing, right? We're gonna start something called Our Corner, right? As you're a welcome guest. So it's gonna be two topics. The first topic, just because you're here, is about name